Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Anusha Roy. We have an update from an Aurora neighborhood that was temporarily put into a shelter in place this morning as officers were serving a search warrant at a home. Now a DEA spokesperson on the scene told 9 News officers found people inside compressing fentanyl powder into pills. Right now, we are working to confirm that information with Denver police. In the last 15 minutes, we also learned that 3 kids and 3 dogs were removed from inside that home. It is unclear if those kids were taken to the hospital. Denver police say officers were conducting a narcotics-related search at a home on the 1800 block of South Olate Street. Aurora SWAT was also there to help. 2 people were taken into custody, but that was on unrelated warrants. The shelter in place for that neighborhood has been lifted. Missouri Highway Patrol has arrested the younger brother of Nuggets star Michael Porter Jr. on suspicion of driving while intoxicated. 20-year-old Javon Porter's arrest comes just weeks after a judge sentenced his brother Coben Porter to 6 years in prison for killing a woman while driving drunk in Denver. Missouri Highway Patrol records show that Javon Porter was arrested early Saturday morning in Boone County in Missouri. The records show that he had alcohol in his system and that he was speeding. Michael Porter Jr. has remained focused on the NBA playoffs despite a lot of high-profile incidents involving his family. In addition to the 2 incidents involving drunk driving for Javon and Coben, their other brother, Jonte, was also banned from the NBA for life last month for betting on games. Jonte Porter played for the Toronto Raptors. Police in Boulder are looking for a suspect in a hit and run who they say left a teenager with serious injuries. They tell us this happened around 10 o'clock last Friday. A car hit a 15-year-old boy while walking across the eastbound lanes of 14th Street. The boy was taken to the hospital. According to investigators, the car is described as a dark or black car. The condition of the boy at this point, we still don't know much. Anyone with information is asked to give the number on your screen a call. A man accused of killing his wife last March with lethal amounts of cyanide is set to have a preliminary hearing later this afternoon. Police say James Craig poisoned his wife through her protein shakes. Craig is being charged with first-degree murder as well as tampering of evidence. That hearing is set to start at 1:30 this afternoon. Right now, there is a stalemate between campus leaders and pro-Palestinian protesters that are camped out at the Aurora campus. Protesters there say that they will not leave until their demands are met. One of them being that CU should be cutting financial ties and other connections with Israel. Campus leaders say that some of their demands are beyond the authority of college higher-ups. The 2 sides are continuing to talk about a peaceful path forward. In New York City, Columbia University has been cleared of tents and debris from pro-Palestinian demonstrators. The overnight cleanup comes after police cleared protesters from encampments on campus as well as an occupied building. Columbia is asking the NYPD to stay on campus until May 17th. That is 2 days after the school's commencement. Classes also canceled at UCLA today, where dueling groups of protesters resulted in fistfights, shoving, kicking, and beating each other with sticks. And while the protests have drawn condemnation from Israeli leaders, students in Gaza say that they are watching this closely and gaining renewed strength from their peers in America, according to NBC News. There is a big change for healthcare in Colorado. Anthem and CommonSpirit's contract has now expired. The agreement expired at 11:59 overnight. So that means CommonSpirit hospitals and other medical facilities will no longer be in-network for people who have Anthem health insurance. Anthem says CommonSpirit's costs are too high, but CommonSpirit says ending this partnership will make it more expensive and more difficult for people to get care. We have a list of all of the facilities that are impacted on our website, 9news.com. 8 daily newspapers, including the Denver Post, are suing 2 tech giants for copyright infringement. Alden Global Capital, that is the parent company for the Denver Post, New York Post, and Chicago Tribune, filed a suit against Microsoft and OpenAI. The company claims Microsoft is illegally using news articles to boost their AI chatbots. Microsoft has not commented on the suit yet. However, in a statement, a spokesperson for OpenAI said the company was not made aware about Alden's concerns. If you are headed to the airport anytime soon for an early morning or a red-eye flight, you're going to want to listen to this. Here's 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez with changes to your security.
The first flight out of Denver International Airport starts at 5 in the morning. The last flight out is at 12:59 in the morning. So according to airport officials, this should not have a lot of impact on passengers unless you arrive to the airport very early. Right now, the only security checkpoint that runs 24/7 is South Security. So take a look at your screen. These are going to be the new times next time you come to the airport. Bridge security will be from 4:30 in the morning till 5:45 at night. South Security 3 in the morning till 1 in the morning, and then you have West Security from 4 in the morning till 7:30 at night. TSA says that these changes are being made to have additional staff during high traffic hours and allow TSA to have more lanes open and let passengers through the line much quicker. So they did send a statement saying in part, this change allows us to keep additional lanes open because the people who are not working for those 2 hours can work when more people are coming through the security checkpoint. That's just how we keep our operation as efficient as possible. Now, TSA says that those that will be impacted, mostly airport employees, have already been notified. Now, those changes will start this Sunday, May 5th. For now, I'm at the airport. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Want to give you a live look out over Lookout Mountain. It's shaping up to be a beautiful afternoon. We've got the blue skies and a pretty warm day, you know, and it definitely one to kind of maybe sneak out during a lunch break and get a little fresh air, especially because things are changing a little bit on us and pretty soon.
That's right. We're going to see some very spotty showers and storms later this afternoon into this evening. In the meantime, we're pretty dry and mild across the Front Range and Eastern Plains. We're already starting to see that front, though, push its way in to the northwestern corner of the state. So it has been bringing some rain and snow showers across central and northern portions of the high country into central portions of the western slope there. So this is where you can see those rain and snow showers mix through Vale, Eagle, down through Aspen. We're also seeing some of it from Meeker through Rifle, and then along Grand Junction, even a few stray snowflakes in areas like Allen's Park. But as we go through the rest of the afternoon, we're going to watch that push its way eastward, and that's going to bring maybe some spotty showers later this evening across the Front Range, and then maybe some storms across northern portions of the Eastern Plains. And then to the south, we have a total different story. We're going to stay dry, very windy, and very warm across southern portions of the Eastern Plains, as well as the San Luis Valley there. So we do have red flag warnings that have just gone into effect through the rest of the afternoon. So coming up in my 7-day forecast, we're going to talk more about those scattered evening showers, those spotty storms to the east, and the drier, more mild day ahead for tomorrow. All of those details just ahead.
I want to give you a heads up if you're planning to head down I-70 near Aurora tomorrow or Friday night. From 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., I-70 will be closed in both directions from East Colfax Avenue to Tower Road in Aurora. Crews will be working to place a pedestrian bridge just east of Tower Road during those times. Drivers can take the detour highlighted in green during those times.